Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in setting up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Fire signs, I hope you're doing well. This reading is spawned by the fact that I was really questioning my dream state and what messages Spirit was trying to tell me through my dreams this past week. And so I decided to do a reading for all of the elements of what your dreams are trying to tell you. And on the desk today, I have this amazing lodolite crystal, or garden quartz, as it is also known. Garden quartz is a very grounding crystal, and since we're talking about some heady concepts or, you know, dream state in general, I wanted to have a crystal here that could ground the energy. All my crystals that I show on this channel are from really beautiful soul Krista at Live True Healing. She does a lot of live sales on Instagram, and that is totally a plug because her crystals are magical and they are blessed, and she's just such a wonderful friend. So if you ever need crystals, please reach out to Live True Healing. But that's an amazing crystal on my desk today for your reading. For the decks that I'm going to be using, of course, the Dream Decoder for the overall energy, the Oracle of Mystical Moments for the base spread, and the Radiant Wilds Tarot for the clarifiers. So let's get into it. Fire signs. For the fire signs, please, Spirit, what messages do you have for the fire signs? Okay, and then the word is accidents. Accidents. All right, this is going to be something that you've dreamt about lately, tripping down the stairs. It has a whole explanation on the back, but I'm not going to read that at this moment because I immediately got a message from Spirit, which was like looking at all of the phases of this kind of progression. It's like fumbling into other states and other dimensions, right? Like you've it's weird, I feel a kind of pain on the right side of my face and my jaw. So there could be something that somebody is finding difficult to say, or if you had, this is not predictive in terms of like I see this happening for you, because that's not how my gift works. But if this is something that you came to this reading with, that maybe, you know, you were playing sports or something and you kind of bruised your jaw, I feel that here. But I see this as being a kind of haphazardly finding yourself in a new headspace or a new state of being that you weren't planning on. Right? When you're like quantum leaping and you didn't necessarily plan on entering this new phase of your life. It just happened organically. But I see this progression as representing that. Right? It's almost like I want to like turn it so it's almost like fumbling forward, fumbling upwards. This is very strange. Now when I read the back of the card, there's a sense of powerlessness. Obviously, an impetus to be more mindful. So if you're dreaming about these things, and Spirit is kind of saying to me, be cognizant of where you are when it's happening, because that's like key to something. Like, are you in your bedroom? Are you outside of your house? Are you in a car? Are you at work? Because it's like bringing up a sense of anxiety in those spaces. Like you might make a misstep, a mistake. Let's get some of the other cards on the table. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and the Radiant Wilds Tarot, past, present, and future. Okay. 3 cards down, 3 more to go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So, here we are. Number 39, which reduces to an 11, which is the Justice card. In the past energy, my home is my castle. My home is my castle. It's so interesting, right? Because I just said, you know, be cognizant of where you are in the dream if you're dreaming about something happening. My home is my castle is this idea that the environment that we create within our home provides us with a safe space. And so perhaps this sense of chaos that you've been dreaming about is happening outside the home. And so coming home is a kind of respite. It's interesting too, though, Spirit is bringing up a dream that I had. I often have dreams where I am inside of buildings and I can't find an exit. And it doesn't matter, it could be a house, a hotel, a mall, it doesn't matter. It's always a building though. And I just look for the elevator, I look for the door, I want to leave, and I just can't for some reason. I'm looking for somebody and I can't leave until I find them. And it's stuff like that. So it's almost like this space of the home can be an expansive space, or it can be a tower that kind of traps you. The Justice card referenced here with the number 39 reducing to an 11 talks about karma, talks about balance. It can talk about a legal situation. So maybe there's a legal situation because of a result of an accident. So take it as it resonates. It's not going to apply to everyone. The Ace of Wands here. Here's that portal that we're trying to walk through. Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning from Spirit. Action taking. New action. The thing about the Ace of Wands is that it's all about potentiality. It's about possibilities. That just because something is possible doesn't mean that it will happen unless we do something about it. We have to enact the change. And this card came in the reverse, in the past position for you. So it's almost like I feel a slight resistance to wanting to leave the cozy castle, even if it isolates you out. There's a reluctance to step through that portal into something new. Maybe because you think that it's just going to be, you're unprepared, right? I use the word kind of fumbling. You're unprepared for what could be on the other side of that portal, but you don't know what's on the other side. It's new. You're not going to know. Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords. Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords. This one is in reverse. Let's look at the Knight of Swords for a moment. Knight of Swords is usually somebody who comes in with fast action and fast communication. They're just like really raring to go, really wanting to express something of factual nature or truth of some kind, really vital piece of information. It's almost like I see them just like there's like a Oh. It's interesting because these two cards came in reverse. Let's just look at them in the upright for a second. Can you imagine in your mind's eye for one moment, like I'm seeing, which is that you're on one side. It's almost like, right, we've kind of, you're on one side of the door. It's actually like this. You're on one side of the door, and if you were to walk through, you would come out here and meet the Knight of Swords, where this place where there's a lot of data. It's like I see black and white and I think ones and zeros. There's a lot of data, there's a lot of information. Now Spirit is saying the Akashic records, right? The storehouse in the sky of everything that was, is, and could be, right? But there's a reluctance. It's almost like on the other side of this door, there may be some kind of profound truth that you have about yourself, but you feel unprepared because you don't know what's waiting or who's waiting. And it's causing you a lot of sleepless nights, nightmares. We're talking about dream decoding, right? We're talking about messages through your dreams. Nine of Swords is all about nightmare energy. Really overexhausting the thinking mind to the point that it just drives you nuts. But even in that, there's still some wisdom to be found. Because with this serpent here, the ancient Egyptians, the kind of kings and pharaohs, if you ever look at their headdresses, there's always a serpent that comes out of the headdress, and it's to represent the connection to the third eye, right? I happen to have a very beautiful third eye, or evil eye rather, on my desk. It's interesting that I called it a third eye when it's evil eye, but it could be something like that, right? That accessing, like, it's interesting that I said third eye when it's an evil eye. They can be interchangeable, but in this case, I want to say it's a third eye. That the pineal gland is like accessing spiritually divine information. So even in this space of chaos and nightmare energy, there's still something to be learned. There's a lesson, right? But you're just like, but I'm just comfy cozy. Like I don't want to step outside of my home, outside of what I know, my home base. This is the past energy. What's going on in the present energy? 27, number 9, the Hermit card. Yeah, you're still in that home energy. The Gardener. You can see here, like you've literally made your adornments into your home. Like I am my home. Something about the home. What's going on there? And you could have just bought a new house and planting seeds. Could be just really, really focused on stability at this time because you could have felt such a sense of instability. And it's kind of like it's echoing. There's an echoing sense that could be coming through your dreams. But you're still up-leveling somehow because you're planting these seeds, because you're creating a firm foundation. Right? 4 of Pentacles. 4s in the tarot are all about kind of a firm foundation. It's all about, you know, most tables, not all, most tables have 4 legs. So structurally, you want your experience to be sound because it's the exact opposite of what could be plaguing you in your subconscious and dream realm. Four of Pentacles is kind of holding on tightly to our resources, our finances, our energy, our love in some cases. Holding on really tightly, taking it everywhere we go with us. I'm going to get a clarifier on the gardener. What are you planting at the present moment? Ooh, the card fell out of my hand. It like flipped over 3 times, but it ended up in the same position, which is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Even her kind of backwards flip motion, it's stable, like 4, hands and legs all on the ground, kind of like a table. But you got the card in reverse. So now it's kind of, it feels like a free fall almost, doesn't it? A free fall. The Wheel of Fortune, number 10, relates to Jupiter energy, the planet of expansion, good fortune, good luck, divine timing. So remember, again, I was talking about you found yourself kind of stumbling into an up-leveling. I'll just give you an example. Like, what does that even mean, right? So if you're trying to, if there's a house situation, let's just use a material example. Maybe it's a house you inherited. If there's somebody you inherited it from, then I wish you many condolences. But all of a sudden now you're a homeowner and you're wholly unprepared. So in a sense, you're up-leveling because you have property, but you have no idea what to do with it, how to run it, how to, what are property taxes and what kind of homeowner's insurance do I need? And now I have to move, and I love this house, but like, I don't know if I'm ready. It's like that. It's being able to have that stability, but be unprepared to deal with it. Right, so I see this, the timing just seems a little wonky. And what's going on in the future potential? Number 42, which reduces to a 6, the Lover's card, Gemini energy in the major arcana, can talk about divine partnership, and it can also talk about a choice point. And it's the change of seasons. I feel as though this is kind of entering into a new phase of life for you. I can't get over the fact that this shows this like kind of crazy downward trajectory, but all I see for you is up-leveling. But it could feel like this. It could feel like just absolutely bonkers. And yet it's almost like tripping up the steps. Have you ever done that before? It's really embarrassing. But in a way, it's kind of better to do that than the alternative. But I feel as though it's like you just haphazardly just found yourself in a situation that is challenging to you, but it's not something that you can't handle. And I think that the anxiety may come from the fact that you think that you're not capable. And I don't think that that's true at all. In fact, it's clarified by the 7 of Cups here. 7 of Cups is spoiled for choice. You're going to have so many options. And yes, that might be confusing for a moment. But you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure out which option works best for you. Get a final card for the fire signs, please, for their future potential, clarifying the options. 5 of Swords in the reverse. It's not something that you will be in competition for. Like, you're not going to have to fight tooth and nail to get what you want. And that is, it's so crazy, right? Because I'm feeling deja vu right now, because I feel like I said this before in one of my earlier readings last year, where it's like you can't believe your luck. You can't believe that you found yourself in this place, and yet here you are experiencing change, great change, but also up-leveling. Spirit, can you just tell me about the up-leveling? Because I keep saying it, and I'm like, what? Can you just talk about the up-leveling just for a second? Because you keep giving me that message, and I just want a little bit more clarification. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. The sky's the limit. You look in the mirror and all you can see is up. Thank you, Spirit. You know, yesterday I'm looking at this prism / rainbow. Thank you, Spirit. I saw a double rainbow yesterday it was like right over my apartment building. I took video of it and I put it on my personal Instagram. You know how rare it is to see a double rainbow? It's majestic. It feels otherworldly. It's all science, but it's also magic. And I feel as though that's kind of what you're reconciling right now. You are grounded, rooted in the real, with whatever it is that you're planting and fostering here. And yet you're experiencing magic. And you almost can't believe that it's happening. And it feels like you've lost your balance. But Spirit is saying just enjoy the ride. It's almost like, you know, there are videos. Okay, Spirit's showing me something really clear, and I'm just going to end with this. There are videos of people like tripping on YouTube and how they recover. So if the guy is like trips on the sidewalk, he'll trip and then he'll roll over and do a complete somersault. Like he had it planned the whole time. And that's kind of what I see you doing, fire signs. Just act like you had it planned the whole time. And go with the flow and enjoy whatever blessing this is that is coming in. Because it's pretty spectacular. I feel really strongly about it. It's not going to come without its confusion. Because I see confusion. I see stress and confusion, that's for sure. The stress maybe being like, I can't believe my luck. I'll believe it. That's your reading, fire signs. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, fire signs.